So let's jump in and have a look at what EdTech in primary classrooms is and isn't. So, in primary settings, our focus is on helping students feel confident using simple digital tools. So, we want them to feel confident, and that's why we need to start small and build those foundational skills over time. We need to make sure that we focus on teaching skills that will be built on in later years. So we start off with something really small, we move on to something a little bit more the following year. And then by the time we're in a high school environment, our students have the core capacities and competencies ready for the next stage of their particular skill development. So we need to make sure that those skills that we are teaching our students in primary schools are skills that can continue to be built on moving forward. And we need to focus on that modeling of safe, responsible, and powerful technology use. So, coming in here and actually showing that digital citizenship, focusing on that ability to model safe and responsible and powerful technology use is something that we need to embed in our young people from a very young age. Because believe it or not, the young people that we are teaching today, they pretty much have fallen out of the womb with EdTech so embedded in their lives that they don't know the difference between the right way and wrong way of using EdTech. For most of us, we might have spent most of our lives with EdTech creeping in, becoming more ingrained in our world. But for a lot of us, we didn't just fall out of the womb with an iPad or a tablet or a mobile phone. We weren't exposed to those. I remember even in my primary school years in year six, we had an iMac. We had one or two iMacs in the classroom, and that was it. We didn't have one-to-one devices. We didn't have ready access to mobile phones or tablets or iPads or anything like this. So we need to make sure that we're also modeling this safe, responsible, and powerful use of technology with our students. So just remember that you don't need to do everything. I want you to remember that. You don't need to do everything. You just need to start with something small and you need to work out how that is going to make learning better. So we don't need to go in there. We don't need to create some big bang Willy Wonka type thing. We're just going to start with something small that makes learning a little bit better, a little bit more engaging, a little bit more accessible and inclusive. And we're going to build on that as our students move through primary school, high school, into the big wide world after the education system. So it's really important that we are thinking about why, how, and what EdTech looks like in a primary school environment.